From conjoined twins that were the main attraction in a circus, to others that lived their lives to the fullest for 71 years, we take a look at the 10 longest living conjoined twins. Number 10. Abigail and Brittany Hensel, 25 years and counting. Abigail and Brittany Hensel are miraculous twins, born in Minnesota in 1990. From the waist up, they each have an arm, a head, a neck, a heart, and a set of lungs. From the waist down, they share all of their organs. Abigail and Brittany first appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show when they were 6, and then 10 years later, they became the center of a documentary on TLC. They are able to live full lives, including getting a driver's license. While the twins are conjoined, they have separate identities and personalities. Number 9. Lucio and Simplicio Godina, 28 years. This set of conjoined twins hail from the island of Samar in the Philippines, born in 1908. In their case, they were only joined by skin and cartilage, and their conjoining was flexible to the point where one could lie down while the other was still standing up. They shared no bones or organs and were attached at the buttocks. The twins began working as a sideshow act as children and were discovered in Coney Island at the age of 11. After a few labor law mishaps, the twins were taken in by a wealthy foster father. When the twins were older, they married identical twins. Number 8. Biddenden Maids, 34 years. Eliza and Mary Chalkhurst were believed to have been born in the year 1100 and were joined at the shoulders and hips. While their existence has been debated, there are numerous works of art that depict the young women who are believed to have lived to be 34. Mary had fallen ill and died, and doctors wanted to separate Eliza to save her life, but she declined the surgery and chose to die with her sister, which occurred 6 hours later. Number 7. Rosa and Josefa Blazek, 43 years. In 1878, Rosa and Josefa Blazek were born in Bohemia and were joined together at the spine. In fact, Rosa was able to give birth to a son in 1910 named Franz. The birth of Franz made the twins even more of a media sensation besides their acts in sideshows, as a vaginal birth from a conjoined twin was unheard of. The twins continued to perform in their acts with baby Franz coming along. On March 30th, 1922, both twins became ill with jaundice and died. Number 6. Lauri and George Chappell, 54 years and counting. Originally born as Lauri and Dory Chappell on September 18, 1961 in Reading, Pennsylvania, these conjoined twins are attached at the head. Even though they are conjoined, they live very different and interesting lives. Dory disliked that her name rhymed with her sister's and changed it to Reba. But in 2007, Dory, or Reba, revealed that she identified more as a male. He has changed his name to George and has since lived as a transgendered man. Number 5. Millie and Christine McCoy, 60 years. This set of conjoined twins was born in 1851 to two slaves in North Carolina. They were sold at the age of 10 months, and 14 months later were sold again to a showman who knew exactly what to do to showcase the girls and make a lot of money. Millie and Christine have been billed under numerous show names such as the Carolina Twins, the Eighth Wonder of the World, and the Two-Headed Nightmare. The girls were freed in 1863 when the Emancipation Proclamation came into effect. Number 4. Daisy and Violet Hilton, 61 years. In the 1930s, Daisy and Violet Hilton were one of the biggest sideshows and vaudeville acts. Born in 1908, the girls were fused at the pelvis and conjoined at the hips and buttocks, while sharing no major organs. At the young age of 3, the girls joined the show business circuit and became skilled in numerous forms of dancing and musical instruments. They successfully sued their managers in 1931 and were able to go out on their own with their act. All the while, Daisy and Violet had numerous affairs, short marriages, and failed attempts to get a marriage license. Number 3. Chang and Eng Bunker, 62 years. Chang and Eng Bunker were born in 1811 in modern-day Thailand and were conjoined at the sternum with a piece of cartilage keeping them together. They were known as the Chinese twins in their village, being of Chinese descent. In 1829, they were sold to a British merchant who took the twins on tour where they became a main attraction. The twins settled down in North Carolina in 1839 and adopted the last name of Bunker. Both brothers got married and had children of their own. Chang had 10 and Eng had 11, and they shared a bed with their wives. The bed was built for 4. Number 2. Donnie and Ronny Galloon, 64 years and counting. They have been declared by the Guinness Book of World Records as the oldest living set of conjoined twins. Donnie and Ronny Galloon were born in October of 1951 in Dayton, Ohio, but unfortunately, their education and literacy are limited because they were not allowed to attend school as it was feared that the twins would be a distraction to students. Number 1. Liu Seng-sen and Liu Tang-sen, 71 years. Similar to Chang and Eng, these two brothers were conjoined by a band of flesh and cartilage around their chest area. Sang-sen and Tang-sen were born in China around 1866. When they were first born, their mother was frightened and attempted to separate them, but stopped when she realized she could kill them by doing so. Their mother died 2 years later, and their father raised the twins. The boys soon entered the show business circuit as the Korean twins because the United States had a ban on Chinese immigrants from entering the country. Remember to hit the subscribe button for more videos every 2 days.